My name is Diane Jones-Konihowski. I competed in the event of pentathlon. I was named to 3 Olympic teams.
Last week's takeover here seems to have cemented the Russian hold on Afghanistan.
It wasn't a surprise to the world that Russia invaded Afghanistan in 1979.
The 1980 Moscow Olympics are threatened with an American-led boycott over the Soviet presence in Afghanistan.
When we heard the announcement that the United States was boycotting the Moscow Games, at the time I felt very sorry for my compatriots from the United States. I couldn't believe that they weren't going to be in Moscow. And then about a month later, I got a call from a media person, and he asked me what I thought about Canada's decision.
We have decided that the circumstances leave us no choice but to urge the Canadian Olympic Association to inform the organizing committee for the 1980 Olympics that Canadian athletes will not be participating in the Games.
I didn't understand it, and I spoke out very loudly against it. For me, 1980 was my final Games, my 3rd Games. I was named to the team, but we didn't go. So psychologically and physically, I was very, very prepared to stand on the podium. And when that's taken away from you, it's really, really difficult because there's no closure to your career. You don't know if you could have done it or not.
This is her 3rd and last.
I wasn't going to hang around for another 4 years.
Look good.
I put my life on hold. I put on hold, buying a house, having children, starting a family, finding a real job, really. And so I was, disappointed hugely because this was it for me.
The Canadian Olympic Committee says Canadian athletes will be staying home this year.
Well, I could relate simply because the Olympics were taken away. Very, very different circumstance to what I went through. Mine was a political decision. This was more of a health decision. For the older athletes, I really feel for them. Although, maybe some of them will be able to hang on for another year if the Games do happen in 2021. No athlete wants to go to an Olympic Games unprepared. So they have to be able to have that time to train properly, to get to their peak so that they can show up in Tokyo whenever that may be and be at their best.